5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think we're live. Hello, everybody in Facebook Live Land. We are the Podguyz Podcast, bringing it to you as we do every Monday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I am Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, we have the ever-loving Picasso, the bamboozler of bamboozles, Les Sparky.
And Sparky on the big board says hi right there. He is sporting what seems to be a t-shirt that has the Baby Yoda guy on it. I'm not even sure if that's his real name, Baby Yoda, or they just people have been referring to it so long for that. Tony, is that the real name of the little guy on there?
We're going to go with Grogu.
Grogu Din.
Yo, that's bullshit. They basically just stole from American Dad on that Roku little Roger character. That's like the same name. Isn't that a little bit too close for comfort to call it creativity?
Could be.
I think so.
We'll have to see.
Have to see. Damn you, Disney. You bought American Dad too, didn't you?
You want to introduce our fourth square, Kevin?
I will. We have once again joining the Podguyz Podcast on a Monday night. We have Joe A. Uncloned, a.k.a. Joe Armstrong.
Joey!
Suspended again from Facebook. It's almost, you should check out his baseball card. It has a couple RBIs, a couple of hits, and 8,000 times he's been suspended from Facebook right now for unmentionable things because we don't want to get suspended by mentioning them at all.
Yeah, you've got banned more times
than
Pete Rose has been banned from baseball.
Quick question though, Kevin. How many times is this that Joe's been on now? Is this our third time person?
This is he comes in.
Well, I don't know, as a guest host.
I think I've been on like 4 maybe. Is it
maybe 4? Maybe 4.
Yeah, he's a bounce around guest co-host sort of thing. You know, he pops in, pops out. Sparky, you were on vacation there. We had Joe in here. We had Eric Magula. There's been another guest host before. I think it was Johnny Nix.
Johnny Nix.
Sounds like a great action.
I think it is the 4th because there was 2 with all 3 of us, 1 with just the 2 of us, and then this one.
This one, yeah. It's possible. But he's
I like how Joe's keeping notes.
Yeah.
Got the notebook.
The next one, he gets a cake.
Yeah, speaking of cakes, it turned out that there's been new video footage released of the alien that has been mummified from Mexico. Joe, did you see the video that I specifically tagged you in on our Facebook fan page?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. Well, hold on now. They have showed that the alien body was nothing but marble rye cake the whole time.
Hey, I like some cake with my conspiracies.
Well, wasn't there a conspiracy going on out there from and you've probably seen this one. You're pretty deep in your knees in the conspiracy files there. For 9/23, wasn't there something that was supposed to happen on September 23rd?
I think there might have been.
Okay,
I did
not the recollected.
No. I think it was. I think if you're referring to what I was talking about in one of my videos, I think I had the date wrong. That medical marijuana card strikes again.
Damn you, medical marijuana.
Damn you, cannabinoids.
So there was all of these movie references out there talking about how the end of the world and stuff like that was supposed to happen on 9/23/23. Many movies have intricately shared that same date over and over and over again. And people call it a conspiracy. Tony, you know what I would call it? Lazy writing. like, when's the end of the world?
Time travel is another Kevin's nightmare.
It's not the Simpsons time traveling bullshit.
Hey, so
that time travel.
Speaking of time travels and lazy writing, we were talking about The Flash a couple episodes back whenever I was on last. Man, I tried to watch that movie like 3 times. I can't finish it.
Yeah.
And I'm a superhero guy. I couldn't do it. I don't even know if I seen Michael Keaton. It just didn't do it for me.
Here it is. Look.
Look at that.
Oh, he's wearing a Flash shirt too. So hey, the writer
now you saw
strike's
the movie.
going
You're
on.
good.
Tony
That's
looks
the one
like
I want to see. I want to
Tony
see
looks like
Wolverine and
Flash if he
Deadpool.
tore both ACLs.
I look like Flash as if he was an all-you-can-eat buffet eater.
Yeah.
Competitively.
Hey, you want to get into conspiracy? You heard about the 1 cent burger? Did you?
I heard about
flash
that. Yes, and I took the
Devin was a
challenge
purveyor.
there, Joe.
And let's lay down some track, folks. Let's lay down some track. It was Burger Day last week. It was Burger Day. And you know what? I feel it upon myself to throw on the Podguyz Podcast fan page on Facebook Live that you can buy individual burgers for a certain amount of money at different fast food restaurants. Lay it down, Kevin, please.
Yes, so through the 18th to the 23rd, and by the way, that big conspiracy with the 23rd here, people were thinking yeah. So the other one was, if you eat the burger, you become a zombie because everything the Simpsons say must be true, right? So by the way, if everything the Simpsons say and do are true, kids never age. Homer Simpson also never ages, and nuclear power is still in one little city in Oregon. It's just the whole thing. But anyways, I took the challenge there, Tony. I was posting it around Facebook where I tried the McDonald's burger for 50 cents. All you had to do was download the app, and I got to pay 50 cents for one double cheeseburger from McDonald's. I didn't die. I ate the whole thing. It wasn't filling. It wasn't disgusting either. It wasn't terrible. It's whatever, right? And then I took a walk down Burger King where I had to, once again, download an app. So I deleted the McDonald's app. I downloaded the Burger King app, and they said, buy anything for $1 and get a free cheeseburger. So I got one of them bullshit cups or whatever the hell for $1 and got a cheeseburger after that. After that, I went up to the Wendy's, and Wendy's had a buy anything and get a junior bacon cheeseburger for 1 penny. Now, Tony, I ate all 3 burgers, and I tell you what, I'm still alive. Okay, I didn't turn.
I'm surprised.
I didn't turn into a zombie. I know a lot of people out there were thinking I was going to turn into a zombie. There was a lot of concern for mad cow disease, that this is how the big evil corporations were going to get everybody to have mad cow disease and die. Into the 23rd we went, where the big conspiracy theory for the September 23rd was also based on the astrological sign or astrology, with the Virgo and an asteroid going inside of the Virgo stomach, and something born again or whatever the hell. Sure. And yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So all of those videos people kept talking about and repeating through. So, you know, it was
Kevin, I'm going to lay down a little bit of knowledge for you. I hope you're ready.
Okay.
I just did this as a little surprise, but we're going to start off with Sparky first, because he drew a little picture for our visual audience, of course. Sparky, what do you got there? The New Whale, starring Kevin O'Berger. And as you can see in the picture, or maybe you can't see, Kevin has his fat suit on.
Yep, I would get the Brendan Fraser moo thing going on, I guess, you know, because God knows Hollywood has been, you know, that you're dealing with a union there when you claim to have run out of fat people. You're like, oh, we don't have any more fat people. Like, are you sure about that? You know, Hollywood, all of Hollywood. Well, Tony.
Wait. I just want to leave this out really quick.
Yeah.
There was a Thrillist. Thrillist, THRILLIST, came up with a category of the top burgers from fast food. At number 5 was the wonderful. Anybody want to take a guess?
Number 5, Carl Jr.'s.
No.
Okay.
What about Hardee's?
Hardee's? That's a pretty good guess. Pretty good guess, Joe.
Again, what considers to be fast food? Because a burger takes about 6 minutes to make.
No, any type of fast food. You got Wendy's, Burger King, you got McDonald's, you got Hardee's, you got Carl's Jr. There, technically Arby's is even a burger place because they sell burgers there too.
I never had a burger.
Okay, who was number 5?
Yeah. Who's number 5?
Number 5 is the wonderful place of McDonald's. McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese was ranked number 5.
5.
Yeah. McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. Number 4.
The Whopper.
Not a popular, well, it is a popular chain restaurant, but I don't think anybody on this side of the continent has ever heard of it. It's a Whataburger.
In-N-Out.
And the Whataburger double meat Whataburger came in at number 4.
That don't even sound good.
Yeah, it's a Texas, I guess, icon of some of the best burger chains, like in Texas, which is crazy.
It sounds like a guy from Texas answering a question on Jeopardy. What a burger!
Number 3 rolls in it.
There's the
Sonic. They have the Supersonic double cheeseburger.
Sonic?
Yeah, I don't like Sonic.
It's and the way that they talk about the build is 2 patties glued together by 2 slices of American cheese, shredded lettuce, and diced onions cut so small you can re-enjoy them when removing them from the cracks in your seat.
So when I go to Sonic, I'm gonna say, "Hey, let me get a double, but hold the glue."
Yeah. Who in their right mind says I'm gonna hoover back the onions from the shit tail of my seat?
Yeah, but if you're in a desperate situation and you want to catch a high, you say glue on the side.
That is true.
Up that shit and eat your burger, man. You know, you're in a good.
Even Five Guys is considered a fast food burger joint.
Okay, well they should be, because
what In-N-Out burger makes number 2.
You know,
it's like they have a Hoover vacuum.
The In-N-Out burger makes number 2 with their double spongy bun, 2 thin fresh patties, topped with American cheese and separated by a strategically placed onion slice, tomato lettuce, and animal sauce on the bottom.
I have a feeling that this page has been open on Tony's computer for a little bit of time now. Like,
that might be a porn video.
I've memorized this.
Not describing the burger.
Yeah. He just watches them make burgers all day, like,
Stop it.
The strategic onion.
Who is number 1 there, Tony? Number 1 with no drum roll needed. Who is number 1?
Now, number 1 is a place that I've never heard of before, but
that's how you know they're lying.
yeah, I've never heard of it. Although I'm sure it's somewhere. It's Culver's double butter burger with cheese.
Oh, you know what? Now we figured it out. Never mind. That's who paid for the ad. Okay, because I've never heard of them either.
I've never heard of any of that shit.
For them. And they threw in their competitors just because if they didn't, it would seem super suspicious.
Yeah.
Where they at, Tony?
What was that?
Where's Culver's out of? Hold on, I'll get my phone. I'll look.
Culver's is hailing from Wisconsin.
Yeah, dude, they totally
wearing a lightly toasted bun cloaked with cheese and dripping with flavor. It is your champion, the almighty Butterburger. Named such due to the buttery grilled buns, though some versions of this uniquely Wisconsin treat are actually grilled in melted butter. The butter is on the thin side, but it's still juicy with the texture that complements the toppings and the slight crunch from the toasted bun and shredded lettuce.
The Podguyz Podcast is now sponsored by Culver's Burgers right now.
If you'd like a Wisconsin burger, you can go
we'll
to
get something done.
Wisconsin, we're kind of like Michigan.
But
Except we got
almost
better
Canadian.
burgers.
With less depression.
Wisconsin burgers are pretty popular though, but like throughout the country.
Listen, man, it's a
Because
burger.
because of the cheeses.
I just want bacon and cheese and I'm good.
At least Joe hasn't gone full conspiracy theory on us by saying, if not for the Holocaust, burgers wouldn't be a thing here in America. Have you ever heard those things before there, Joe, where people say, and Tony, you've heard this before too, right? Where people say, if not for World War II, orange soda probably wouldn't exist.
That's true.
No, we would get around to making it.
No, it never happened.
You didn't need to put everybody under the pressure like, whoo, how many people had to die? 40 million. Well, look at what we got on it.
Here comes orange soda.
It was all worth it.
Yeah, you have such a little faith in humanity that you're like, well, we needed a war. Because if not for all the murders, in between of your buddy blowing up next to you in a foxhole, you say to yourself, what would be great if we just made on-ramps to he's dead, but if you just, you gotta wait for the technology sometimes. You can't just we
could all be like New Jersey and just have no left turns.
Oh yeah. Yeah. New Jersey is the home of the one-way.
Hey, you know who came in at a surprisingly number one for the bacon cheeseburger? Best bacon cheeseburger by Thrillist. I don't know, Joe, if you had to pick one bacon cheeseburger to rule them all.
To rule them all.
Well, I'd go with the bacon.
Wendy's was nowhere in there. Let's go with Wendy's as a guess.
Ooh. Wendy's actually, wait, where the heck did they end up at? Wendy's Baconator actually ended up at number 4.
4. They got good prices.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Number 1 was, ready for this, Burger King Bacon King Burger.
Wow.
So who baked the alien cake?
Well, this is the thing.
Who knows?
No one has actually ever seen Gordon Ramsay young. So
that's true.
No, it's not. No, everybody had footage of him young. Right there. I don't know. It was one of those prank things, Joe. We don't want to give anybody the idea that the alien little body thing was an actual cake, because the next thing we'll be getting emails about is about how fucking yeast is a live alien species thing or some bullshit around that idea.
They're supposed to release new video footage tomorrow. I don't know who, but they.
Yeah. So it's called, you can call them they or whatever, right? It's not really hitting people the way that everyone expected it to, where our priority list is so messy, right? Where if you tell somebody, if you're like, listen, the lizard people are real, we see them, I'll show you a couple of them, put on these sunglasses. They'll say, whoa. How dare you assume that I like wearing sunglasses? And they're like, oh, well, I thought that you might want to see this. And, whoa. Is that plastic? Have BHP inside of it? Because I read an article 17 years ago. That's a harmful chemical. Could give me ADD just through the skin. So people's priority list, you could tell them, that their favorite food causes cancer, and they'll say, well, what doesn't cause cancer? Right? You've heard that before, right?
Yeah.
But if you say, I heard they're not going to let anybody watch reruns of One Tree Hill anymore, fucking freak out. They will go nuts.
Yeah.
Tony, what do you got going on there? It looks like you're looking for a cat.
Yeah, there's a cat scratching at a bag. Oh my God.
So the big news, Tony. I mean, holy crap. We have some.
There's news?
Oh my God. Insanity right here. Travis Kelce was seen with Taylor Swift.
Who the hell is that?
Travis Kelce, the tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs.
There you go, Kevin. There you go. For the football illiterate people.
For the football illiterate, he is a multi-Super Bowl winning Travis Kelce, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, was seen with multi-Grammy Award winner Taylor Swift.
Tay Swift. I heard she was donning the crimson red, even though she is from Philadelphia, isn't she?
Wow, what a bitch.
He's a big Eagles fan.
You know who? You know who's gonna throw batteries at her now the next time she goes into concert?
Well, the Chiefs quarterback told her, this is the headline from People magazine. They said Travis Kelce told Patrick Mahomes on Friday that Taylor Swift was going to attend Sunday's game, where Patrick Mahomes said, "Who the
Yo,
fuck?"
did you see this video, by the way?
No, what's going on?
No, because of the video is freaking hilarious, right? So there's a video of Pat Mahomes, and he's getting interviewed pregame, I guess, for pregame, after game. I don't know. I don't remember which one it was. So he comes up on the screen, of course.
Post-game.
Oh, is that post-game? Okay. So he comes on their post-game, and there he is, all swanked out. He's ready to rock and roll. And instead of asking him questions about how they won, it was all questions
Taylor
about
Swift question.
Travis and Tay getting together, and her at the game, and he shared the whole story with it, which was really fantastic. So the story goes is that I guess Travis is a bit of a jokester sometimes.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
and he doesn't, not necessarily that he doesn't take things seriously, but he's a fun guy to be around. So he's a partier. He likes to hang out with people. You know, he's a go-getter. He's a Gronkowski on every level.
He's an all-around kind of guy. What he is. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a fun guy. He's a good mushroom. So apparently he said to Mahomes, he goes, "Hey man, Taylor is probably going to stop by the game today. No big deal. Just throw me the ball a little extra." And he goes, "Wait, what are you talking about?" He goes, "Oh yeah. She's going to go stop
Travis
by, and she
walked
came to
away
see
after
me."
he told that to Mahomes.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh, she's just stopping by to see me."
He turned around and walked away then, and Mahomes is like,
his mom up in the press box, and she sat up there with his mom in the press box.
In Kelsey's box. Kelsey has his own box. So
yes, his box is now called. Yes, his box is now called Taylor Swift
box.
Yes.
The Swift box, yes.
He's coming up with a retirement plan in case he hurts himself like Aaron Rodgers did, so he could have like a reality show and still make some money while he's hurt.
Oh, don't worry. Aaron Rodgers is
if he's listening, you could thank me in advance or after. I don't even want credit.
Yes, you do, Joe, as you deserve it. Travis Kelce, called Joe Armstrong up and thank him for that subtle idea of using Taylor Swift's money as your retirement plan, because we're pretty sure you're broke already. You fucking gotta be.
Hey, listen, just call me a good mushroom. Nobody's ever called me a good mushroom.
I think
you're not a fun guy, Joe. You're not a fun guy.
So what I think is kind of more interesting is, how did Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce even, meet?
Get together?
Yeah, how did that happen?
It was through a mutual friend, I guess.
Story.
What's that, Sparky?
It was more of an interesting story because, like a middleman knows Taylor, and what happened is Kelsey wanted to go to a concert and meet her, and what happened is
shit. No grown man wants to go to a goddamn Taylor Swift concert. That's bullshit.
There's the fallacy right there.
And she blew him off. She blew him off the first time. And then what happened is that like a mutual friend introduced them then like a couple weeks later, whatever it was, after she blew him off, because He's like, hey, do you think I get the meter, go to the concert? And that didn't happen. And then,
Yeah, he won the Tay Heart, but now he's going to get 14 songs named after him. So, I mean, there's always that.
Yeah, that's been Taylor Swift's MO for years now, where she breaks up with a guy and or he breaks up with her, and then she writes a love found at the beginning of the relationship, then a love lost at the end of the relationship. And that's been the mantra for a lot of singer-songwriters out there. Bob Dylan, one of my favorites and still is. Here, he actually asked the IBM Watson to summarize his music before on a commercial, and the Watson actually kind of outed him about how 75% of his songs are about love found and love lost. So Taylor Swift isn't really doing anything new, but it's more or less routine of human emotions of when you first get into a relationship to when the relationship ends. So
Eric, can I give you an example? So when it starts off and you're listening to an album about the last guy, you're sitting there and, oh yeah, this is good. Oh, I love it, babe. This is great. And then 4 years go by and you're like, oh my God, it's all over the radio. I can't escape it. That's about me.
what? Makes it even worse though? Can you imagine if something happens and she writes a song about him? And he goes out on the field on the visitor side and they keep playing that song in between plays like Kansas City's on offense.
Oh, that'd be great.
We're coming up with gems tonight.
Yeah, it's an unusual relationship. I'm not sure exactly what they have in common right now. People are saying that Travis Kelce has now trimmed his mustache to look more country, but apparently it's getting this whole state trooper turned off the camera vibe from social media reports. And here's a lot of fluff pieces going around how Miley Cyrus debuts a new hairstyle, and that solves nothing for anybody, where everybody's like
True.
But a recent divorce happened though, Tony, that you posted down there in the Podguyz Podcast Facebook fan page.
You know what? There are divorces aplenty going on in Hollywood. I don't know if it's the lack of writing, the lack of acting, the lack of movies, but something is in the water that are making people break up left and right.
I seen something about Hugh Jackman actually, which was kind of shocking to me.
That is a big one.
This was Hugh Jackman. This was Bijan Phillips files for divorce from Danny Masterson after reports that she was planning appeals. I know Danny Masterson, for those of you that haven't been keeping up with the news, he is the That 70s Show actor and convicted rapist, multiple rapists.
Convicted guilty.
Convicted guilty, so not even alleged rapist. Now he'll be going to jail for 30 years. And she said during the trial that she would stand by his side even while he was in prison.
Yeah, through thick and thin, I will stay by your side.
She went through a 2-week roller coaster ride right there.
Yeah.
And it's fine because they section people off in prison. So Danny Masterson will be hanging out with the other rapists. I don't know if that's a good place to section everybody off. They're like, oh, we put all the rapists in one room, and what do you know? They just all started raping each other. Probably not the best idea. So this was on Tuesday. Bijan Phillips filed for divorce from Danny Masterson less than 2 weeks after the That 70s Show actor.
I was going to say that Wednesday.
He was a
you're found guilty? Oh, no, there's that Wednesday.
Yeah, prominent Scientologist.
I thought you're talking about the other divorce, Kevin. The other one's even more dirty laundry.
Yeah,
you know which one I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
The Joe Jonas, Sophia Turner. Divorce.
Yeah, that one.
That's
too.
Getting ugly real fast.
Oh yeah, what's up with that? I didn't look into that. I didn't have the time.
So Joe Jonas and Sophia Turner are getting a divorce, and it's become not necessarily a little messy, but because of the
ugly
difference in countries, they're trying to sue for rights for the children in order to live in either the United Kingdom or the United States.
Or the United States.
Oh, no kidding. I didn't even realize
But
she was
Sophia
from
Turner's
Canada.
claiming that he took the. Yeah, well, she's claiming that Joe Jordan has the kids' passports and is not, going to let the kids have them so they could go to the UK. So she's claiming international kidnapping and a whole bunch of other things. So it's getting real.
Yep.
That one's getting real ugly. Why all this?
Yeah,
is
there
going
goes the
on,
Jonas
over-
Brothers tour.
That gets pretty tricky when kids are involved in that kind of stuff. It's terrible. But
I
Tony, one of your other posts here, and this is
have
many. You have a many. I put down reincarnated animals that are making Nazi waving signs because, well, it's just funny. At the end, there was a Hitler cat, so why not? It's a Russell Brand. Russell Brand is under fire now for.
Here we go.
This is for sexual harassment. Sexual harassment. Now, the weird thing was the reason he got popular in Hollywood and was given the push that he was the push from Hollywood was because of his flirtatious attitude towards women, his accent, his arrogance, his loudness, his whole persona was about that. At that exact time, he was encouraged to act in that exact way. Okay. So now people are coming out from that specific time into today's time and saying that it was inappropriate, which, yes, the whole basis of his character back then was being an inappropriate, tall foreigner, very loud and very obnoxious. That was the character. That is him acting as a character, as he is acting as a character right now, where he is taking Jimmy Dore talking points, which, this has been done before. Jimmy Dore talking points, Joe Rogan talking points, whatever. And he's getting on his own political high horse that way, where it's just very easy to do. To find that narrowed audience out there where, you can basically claim hypocrisy from all major media outlets such as CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News.
But it's selective outing. It's a selective outing, I think.
Correct. Yes. So there are three people. There's who's that? Tate?
Oh, Andrew Tate.
Yeah. So Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, and Tucker Carlson are defending him, also known as the three people you don't want defending you. You don't want.
They're the three horsemen of the apocalypse.
If these people are defending you, one is already canceled and was thrown into a Romanian prison for trafficking, which was
for sex trafficking. Yeah.
Yeah, sex trafficking, which was these women weren't being trafficked at all. I guess that was debunked. Elon Musk, which is, he's not really a bad person, but he does carry around that hat as if he invented the electric car, which he did not. And Tucker Carlson, which is, what's that?
He also wants to put brain chips in us.
Brain chips are just fine.
Well,
everybody complains about stupid people constantly. One guy comes out with a brain chip and they're like, get the fuck out of here.
That was good.
Tucker Carlson, the man who has held every opinion possible, but he says it in his own nice little tone. So you just give him
more times than Madonna's vagina.
Dude.
I was going to ask you guys how Madonna was doing.
I know we love our Madonna here, but Joe, I know you're kind of a right-winger kind of guy, so I do have some news of my own. I made a purchase last night, and it's going to be a pretty lucrative purchase. And by the way, I checked on other things to buy besides this one that I ended up just owning outright now on a domain name. I am now the proud domain name owner of fuckjoebiden2024.com. I own the domain right now. I also own fuckbiden24.com as well. I own it, and I own it strictly to sell it because I also looked up if I can buy fuckDonaldTrump2024.com, and that was taken. FuckTrump2024.com, that was taken. fucktrump.com was taken. So I went through all the list of things just as a quick buy and a resell. So I bought it for $12 and I plan to try to resell it for $5,000 because, and this is how I arranged it, fuckjoebiden.com was listed for sale for $600,000. No lie about that, seriously. Whereas Joe Biden would put down, no, it's no joke. No joke. No joke. It's no joke. I have to, they don't know. Listen, I don't know about all you guys, but I'm going to bed. It's been good. It's 4 p.m. Amsterdam.
Now, Kevin, Sparky came up with some great domain names as well.
Oh my God, you did.
He did. It was fuckcornpop.com.
Fuckcornpop.com.
Yeah, fuckcornpop.com.
Sexual towards corn pop.
You remember that loser guy in high school, Corn Pop?
And I don't know how to spell this
Right
one,
now.
but Sparky bought the domain name. It was, hey, I'm Joe.com.
How would you spell that, Sparky?
Cornholdpop.com.
Old or whole?
No, the second one you moved. Here we go.
I
Here,
got corn pop. I'm going to hold them. So, it's cornholdpop.com.
I just brought up, and I'm going to read it off for you guys. For people
Hey,
out there that have no idea what corn pop is, this is a speech from Joe Biden, and I have the exact speech right here, and I'm going to read it out with Tony's permission.
We're definitely ready. Go for it.
I'm not going to do a Joe Biden impression.
No.
I'm just gonna read it like a normal person here.
We're going total right wing now. Let's go.
Word for word. I learned a lot, and I learned that it makes a difference. This was the diving board area, and I was one of the guards, and they weren't allowed to. It was a 3-meter board, and if you fell off sideways, you landed on the darn cement over there. And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did, and back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a baby cap. And so he was up on the board and wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you off the board or I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off and he said, I'll meet you outside. My car, these were all public housing behind us. My car, there was a gate out here. I parked my car outside the gate. And he said, I'll be waiting for you. He was waiting for me with 3 guys with straight razors. Not a joke. There was a guy named Bill Wright, Mouse. The only white guy. He did all the pools. He was a mechanic. I said, what am I going to do? And he said, come down here in the basement where all the mechanics, where all the pool builder is. You know, the chain where there used to be a chain.
Much like the real whole situation. I'm bored halfway through, Kevin.
Yeah. I was gonna say, no wonder he falls asleep at these meetings.
And he said, you walk out there with the chain and you walk to the car and say, you may cut me, man, but I'm gonna wrap this chain around your head. I said, you're kidding me. He says, no, if you don't come back. And he was right. So I walked out with the chain and I walked up to my car. And in those days, you remember the straight razors, you had to bring them on the curb, getting them rusty, putting them in the rain barrel, getting them rusty. And I looked at him, but I was smart. Then I said, First of all, I said, when I tell you to get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again. But I should have called you. I shouldn't have called you Esther Williams, and I apologize for that. I apologize. But I didn't know that apology was going to work. He says, you apologize to me? I said, I apologize, but not for throwing you out, but I apologize for what I said. He says, okay, close that straight razor. Close that straight razor, and my heart began to beat again. Oh, look at that. They took out the part where he starts talking about how he likes it when kids rub his legs and shit. How about that? We're not going to get into that rated R bullshit.
Or how he showers with his daughter.
Holy crap.
And this is why John Fetterman says, I'm standing next to a collapsed bridge. That was the only time John Fetterman actually made sense.
That's all we got.
The only coherent sentence he's ever made in his life.
John Fetterman. John Fetterman, are you for fracking or are you there we go. Now, Sparky has drawn an intricate picture right here. Hey, Corn Pop, you can leave the board and jump into the water. Then you can touch my legs.
That's perfect.
Yep. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So I am the proud owner of the domain site right now, the domain name, fuck Joe Biden 2024. So anyone out there that wants to buy it from me, I'm asking $5,000. I'm sure if you're a web designer, you can find a way to make that money back in no time at all with this election coming up. But yeah, I had to send Tony a picture over that damn thing because I thought that was kind of
true. Yeah.
Hey, somebody, I guarantee somebody will buy that. We got what, like a year and 3 months to the election? Somebody's going to get mad enough.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's there's a good chance of it happening. Do you see that people are coming out against Oprah now, Tony?
Oh God. What are they coming out over Oprah for now?
So here, I guess Oprah, 30 years ago.
Oh God.
They're bringing it back.
Oh.
I know, right? I guess when everyone
went on, rope it off, and let's go. Let's ride this pony.
I guess when everyone's on their best behavior, investigative reporters are like, all right, well, what did they do 30 years ago then?
That's it.
So Oprah apparently has she had Cindy Crawford on her show and asked Cindy Crawford to stand up and show off her body on why she was a redeemed supermodel at the time. And it came off 30 years from that moment, sexist. 30 years later, people dig up this information and say, wow, Oprah was kind of a creep to Cindy Crawford.
Like a bad ex-girlfriend, they're just digging up the past, huh?
Man, oh man. You know, next they're gonna say Lincoln had slaves. Oh wait.
You know who I think did it all. And now here's my conspiracy. Here's my conspiracy. Do you know who I think did it all?
Who's that?
What's her husband's name?
Richard Gere.
No. Oprah's boyfriend.
Stedman.
Stedman. There it is. There's my call.
I was waiting for you to somehow say that it was Bill Cosby who framed himself. That way he could watch the game with the boys for once with his hat back.
Good call. Good call.
You know,
no, I think it was Stedman, to be honest. And this is going to be the next $1 billion breakup. Oprah and Stedman.
He gets nothing, though. They got a prenup.
Yeah, she definitely did that. She did that.
I have a feeling that Stedman just looks like Dr. Phil with blackface. You know, like I'm not trying to be racist, but they could practically be the same person there. Joe, do you have a conspiracy theory to throw us out here? Because you get banned for these things, right? And we're just going to add a disclaimer because Joe needs a disclaimer for these kind of things, okay? These are unfounded, okay, to be true, okay? These are
done for comedic value only.
These are just theories by Joe Uncloned, and it's not to be taken 100% seriously. You can have the freedom to take anything you want serious, but please do not hit that report button for whatever Joe has to say. Now, Joe, with that
these are the opinions of Joe alone, and not the.
I have to put the disclaimer out because they banned me from the groups, but the group didn't ban me yet.
false until proven true, of course. These are not the opinions of the Podguyz Podcast and are only owned by Joe A. Uncloned. Joe, share your conspiracy theory, sir.
What's a good one? What's one of the crazy ones I've seen lately?
Got one in the gun that you know.
This is the Time Podcast.
Worst part about dead air is this right now. Okay.
I'm trying to make it suspenseful. I don't know.
Is it the aliens getting the studios back together?
I'll disprove one of my own. I've seen a bunch of videos. I don't know what they're spraying in the airs and through New York City, but there was some stuff going around from people I know and other videos that they were spraying the streets over the weekend in the middle of the night. And this guy put up this video and they're saying that they were spraying pesticides. And I'm just like, why would they do that? But I guess there's a big rat infestation and stuff when you really look into it more. But that's part of the reason I got banned, because I was saying like, yo, they were spraying the streets in China in 2019 and then the lockdowns happened. You guys might want to look at this. So
that is Joe A. Unclone's own testimonial right there.
Not everything on the internet's real. That's why I say do your own research, because sometimes I need to do a little bit more myself.
That's true.
But
that's true.
One that is definitely true is Project Bluebeam. I don't know what.
Well, get into it. What is Project
Arceus? Project
what?
Oh, there's quite a few. There's quite a few.
No, I didn't hear what you said. Or what did you say? Sparkiest? What?
Oh, Arceus.
Arceus.
Yeah, you'll have to look it up.
Well, you could just talk about it. I mean, we are here.
No, we're not talking about conspiracy theories. You know what we are talking about?
What are we talking about?
The WGA finally coming to terms with the facts that we are not run by aliens, yet we will show them on TV. Where they have finally come to an agreement for this week to get together with the lovely people of the movie studios in order to get things together and hammer out this contract deal for the WGA and SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah, that's on the IndieWire.com. This is the official story goes. Studios give best and final offer to WGA. Response expected Sunday. So we'll find out this Sunday. That was on September 23rd. Lawyers were present in the negotiating room on Saturday to hammer out specific language in a contract, which the Guild will now review. Negotiations between the WGA and the AMPTP have ended for the day on Saturday. Both sides are agreeing that they have way too many letters in their acronyms and can shorten that shit down because holy shit. After 3 straight days of talks in which top Hollywood CEOs were in the room, both sideways on Saturday brought in lawyers to finalize the deal language on a new 3-year contract considered the last step of the home stretch in negotiations. On Saturday, just 2 major deal points remained unsettled, with some reports suggesting that contract specifies around AI protections were among the sticking points because, well, when a robot can do your job, the first person you want to make sure doesn't do any of that shit is a robot. They love them when they love them and they hate them when they hate them. This is when they love them, when they say, hey, Harrison Ford, we're going to make you 50 years younger and not even put a knife in your face. Okay. We're just going to, throw a bunch of CGI over your face. And this way you still get to keep making millions of dollars. We keep binging and squeezing every second,
every dime,
nostalgia from everybody that knew you in Indiana Jones, whether your acting ability and energy level could be that way ever again. And it can't. The
adventure cabinet.
Yeah, see, everybody is not used to watching their favorite stars age to the point where they can't ever do that extra sequel or whatever. That's why most of the time we've gotten nothing but sequels for the past 23 years. And Tony, like, what's the new movie coming out now that you're excited about?
I don't know of any big ones.
The Creator looks pretty good. That AI movie.
I saw that. Yeah, no, that does look.
Who would have thought that AI would come up with something good?
I like how the robots even got a little uncreative there, where they're like, "Hey, robot, what'd be a good movie?" And the robot's like, "A movie about robots." Okay, what else you got? Oh, humans are bad to the robot. Okay, well, we're gonna write that shit down. How about this? Instead of me talking to you, I got some hookers and cocaine to do real quick. You just write the whole fucking movie out, and I'll get back to you.
I think that's why they're all on strike. The robots started writing better movies than them, maybe.
That's a possibility. Well, that's just that's the biggest talking point right now, is that they say that AI technology takes from all the different writers anyways in some small area, right?
Yeah. If it's
being that they kind of borrow, or as us humans call it, influence. So Stephen King was a really big influence on my one writing, so I end up it kind of shows some influence of Ernest Hemingway or whatever the hell. So these robots can be influenced the same way as a human can be influenced, and it's just mimicking behavior in an algorithmic way that it seems unique. Now, if it seems unique enough and the workload can be done in a fucking hot second, well, what do you really need the Writers Guild for?
Yeah. That's what most people need to realize.
There was a lot of shit going on this past week too, especially with the WGA, right? And there was a big thing about Drew Barrymore, and I don't know if you guys know of course, like what she did this past week, but because of her show being a talk show, of course, she crossed the picket line. And she said, "No, I'm going to do my show regardless if they're on strike." And then got a ton of shit. She got so much shit. She got in so much trouble.
You can't go against the man. You're going to end up like me.
The picket line, and she fucked herself like really bad. And so what happened was that she flip-flopped back and forth, and she was like, "No, I'm going to join everybody now." No, you got fucking outed because you're a scab. And you're only thinking of yourself on your shitty show, which is going to get canceled this year. I can't wait.
If you're the actors and the writers, don't you kind of want her continuing to work poorly without writers? So that way it kind of proves your point on the necessity of yourself.
She worked poorly with writers.
I know. Well, then watch it really go downhill.
And then not only that, but guess who came skulking out of the night this week? Oh, she skulked. One of your favorite comedians of all time, Kevin.
Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm guessing Roseanne Barr. It's a female comedian, one of my favorites, or is that favorite with a sarcastic tone?
Yes.
Worth of our sarcastic tone.
Okay.
Kathy Griffin.
Who?
Griffin?
Yeah, I thought you said comedian, though. She's more of an untalented hack.
You're right.
Kev only watched one Griffin.
I really
on Family Guy.
If I were to name 5, comedians that I could just watch and they had to be female, I'd probably be only able to name 4.
Maybe even 2.
Maybe 2 are gonna dwindle it down, and the one's
number 3 is
nice.
where you get stuck.
And the one's gonna be Eddie Izzard because he just got the operation done with.
That's That's true.
Now,
So Kathy Griffin came skulking out of the abyss this past week, and I guess she had some things to say about. I didn't even know what the heck it was. It was something about the strike and like her. Oh man, I wish. Let me see here. She talked about Russell Brand and how Kathy Griffin was excited that Russell Brand accusations were exposed finally, and that he was getting outed. Did you guys not see this interview?
God.
No.
This is just you know what I looked up for 2 seconds, Tony. Kathy Griffin strike, right? And this is back from April. It says Kathy Griffin reveals complex PTSD diagnosis. Talks about an 8-hour panic attack. Now, Tony, I would have an 8-hour panic attack too if I had to realize I was Kathy Griffin. So, yeah, she's 62 years old. I don't know, man. She's not broke. She's not very talented. She's never been really funny at all. I can't.
She had her moment in the spotlight for a minute.
When?
I want to probably say 90s.
90s with Suddenly Susan?
Maybe.
I mean, that was a terrible show to begin with.
I know, but it was her moment in the spotlight, is what I'm saying.
It's like saying Kirstie Alley has ever done anything good.
Yeah, but she had her moment in the spotlight too.
For people that don't have a job, loved Kirstie Alley. For people whose husbands cheated on them several times with fatter women, they're like, oh, Kirstie Alley, she's a fucking star. No, she's not. She never has been. Kirstie Alley has always been this woman that you go, and I know she's dead now. I don't really care. But she's always been this woman that you could look at and say, you know what? If she lost 100 pounds, she'd be a 5.
Yeah.
The average.
Yeah.
Veronica's Closet. Name me one joke.
Oh, wait, let me finish this off before we go. Before we go. All right. So Kathy Griffin, the has-been Kathy Griffin.
It never was.
The has been the never was is finding comfort. Years ago. She is finding comfort in the knowledge that Russell Brand has a price to pay for years of alleged bad behavior. And she shared an eerie PSA after multiple women accused the Get Him to the Greek actor of rape and sexual misconduct, claiming that there's so many more coming.
Yes, but you know what the media has forgotten about? Sarah Marshall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Can't forget it's about Sarah Marshall.
So back to the AI. Donald Trump comes in. He said, there's some good robots. I talk to some of them sometimes. Day one, we'll get rid of AI. It'll just happen. The border, good. World War III, 24 hours, we're done.
Joe, your impression is horrible.
Hey, I don't need to. That's exactly what he says, though. Day one, he's waving a magic wand.
Day one, this is what I do. I go up to Putin. I say, Putin, get out of Ukraine. Do me a favor. We'll change the border.
We're in 5 seconds with one phone call. It'll be magical. It'll be the best phone call ever.
First I call up Zelensky and say, hey, bro, what's the deal?
I'll be like, hello, Pooty. How are you? You know who this is, don't you?
The writer's strike. They make some good movies, but they never made one about me yet. So,
Pooty, this is Trump. I seen a video of you topless on a horse. It was fantastic.
No, this is what Donald Trump would say about the writer's strike. Now, this is his formula, Joe. All right. He does not want to give others attention for a moral cause. Okay. So what do you do when you don't want to give attention to people of moral cause? You want to give yourself credit for something that you probably didn't do that well anyways. And here's how it would go. Right? We never needed writers for The Apprentice. We had The Apprentice. We were number one every week. Even the weeks
Everybody knew their job.
the weeks we weren't on, people were asking and talking about The Apprentice who would be on there. No writers involved. It was just me. Eric was on there. Don Jr.
Ivanka
would come on. She's kind of busy with Jared solving the Middle East crisis, peace in the Middle East with the Gaza Strip. The Strip. So,
Marky, what do you got on the big board, buddy?
That was a good one.
Trump, we asked you about the writers. And I gave you my answer.
Oh, that's too much to read.
What does it say there?
Because Joe A. Uncloned is illiterate. Hey,
that is fucking
contract so we can settle the strike. No Flash sequel. No, I want half. No, wait. The robot wants a raise.
Hey, to be fair, Kev just read like a 10-minute Joe Biden speech, and my intelligence went back down about
it really did.
4 years.
Feels like I am no longer high right now. Well, Joe, you actually share your first name with the president there. So that's got to be, someone.
Yeah, that's got to be something.
Subconsciously.
It does, because
maybe that's the conspiracy.
Watching the TV and everybody's like, man, Joe this, Joe that. It's always negative stuff. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, because it makes your ears
name.
Whenever I hear somebody say like Tony's got two names, he can go by Anthony or Tony. Sparky, don't even
Joe or Joseph.
Yeah, Joe or
I have self-esteem issues watching the election cycle.
True.
Joe, you did nothing good.
The only issues that I have. You know what issues I have? Ending this show on a positive note.
Oh, well, we got a couple positive notes there.
We do have a couple positive notes.
Yeah,
our show today is brought to you by Carson's Q, the best barbecue sauce north of the Mississippi. That's right, it's Canadian barbecue sauce. Carson's Q.
Yeah,
go to carsonsq.com for some great apple butter.
Great on a burger.
So good.
Carson's, it is the apple butter, right, Tony? The apple
Apple, H-A-P-P-L-E.
Apple butter. And we're also sponsored by ourselves and our wonderful T-shirts at merchbooth.com.
Wait, where do you find those at?
You go to merchbooth.com. You go
That's
to the
right,
categories.
merchbooth.com. Damn right. You better say it like you're sexy and you know it.
What you do is you go to merchbooth.com.
www.merchbooth.com.
Yeah. Good for your phone or even your home computer. You go to merchbooth.com and you just go to the podcasters section there. You'll find the Podguyz Podcast.
Slow it down, Kevin. Slow it down. It's okay.
And I'll take it real slow for you, Tony.
What can you buy there at merchbooth.com?
You can buy your favorite hoodies, short sleeve, long sleeve shirts.
Short sleeve and long sleeve?
Yeah. Yes, you can. You can buy the hoodie with either a pullover or a zipper.
Oh, zip it down.
Yeah. $50.
You guys are nuts.
You could be the coolest kid. Well, now, Joe, we don't like to throw any misinformation out there. Back in my day, they just called it a fucking blatant lie, but that's all right. We don't like to throw any misinformation out there, but we will throw out a guarantee, and our guarantee is our word, and our word is gold here. That if you buy
bond.
If you buy a Podguyz Podcast T-shirt and it comes to the door, day one, second one of wearing it, a miracle. That's right, a miracle will happen in your life. That's no lie, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I believe it.
Yeah. Well, we've had video evidence of people being able to walk again. after wearing and having just a little bit of contact with the shirt right there. It is a life-saving material as well. If your car is getting robbed, you can throw the t-shirt at the robber and it acts as if it is sulfuric acid to the person that is trying to do harm to you, the owner of the Podguyz Podcast t-shirt. And Sparky is going to read off exactly where we can be found besides on merchbooth.com. Sparky, why don't you give us those calling cards right there?
Well, you can find us on mostly all major streaming platforms, including iHeartRadio, Google, Spotify, Spreaker, Deezer, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Geo, Google Play, Facebook Live Video. You can find us on. Are we on Google Video now also?
Oh yeah.
YouTube. We are on YouTube. I think YouTube still.
Amazon Podcasts.
Amazon Podcast.
Are you guys on YouTube?
On YouTube also,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know. I gotta go subscribe after this.
Ah!
New
Hey,
subscriber.
shout out to Daniel's son. Good show, guys. Shout out to Daniel's son. I'm gonna like that real quick.
Hey, that's my cousin.
Danielson.
What up, Danny? So here's
right.
I'm
sorry. I was going to end the show. Go ahead, Jeff.
I was going to give one more conspiracy.
Oh, we are ready.
On 9/23/2024, Kevin turns into a zombie from eating 2 double cheeseburgers from McDonald's.
Possibility.
Sounds more like a documentary.
Sparky, what do you got on the big board?
Holy crap, what's going on there?
Man, that glare is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I said. There you go. Oh, no.
Here,
Look to the right. No, I'm just messing with him.
here I can't really see. The glare is killer, Sparky. Come on.
The Joe Biden speech did it.
It's definitely the fourth one, man. The fourth one. No, all right. Holy criminies. There we go. Hey, I am at the podium and all the green smoke is here. Might not be good for everyone. Wait, is that corn pop over there? Ah, never mind. It's Joey.
Ah, look at that.
Oh, fucking
He's
corn
at the
pop.
rally.
Corn pop.
Corn pop.
Man, people call me corn pop.
Guys, we are the Podguyz Podcast. Make sure you share, like below, like, subscribe. Share. We love to share. We love to talk. We got some great guests planned up for the next couple weeks, and can't wait to bring those to you. I'm Tony Cass.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, the ever-loving Picasso.
Sparky.
And Joey.
Joe
Thanks for having me on again, guys. We'll
Thank
do
you
it
for taking
again.
the time out,
No,
brother.
you guys
We
do keep
appreciate
your word.
you. We will talk to you guys soon. Have a great night. Bye.